Long exposure campfire picture from last weekend. All right, let's see how strong we start off. Ooh. Editor, can we get a crowd? Ah. What in the world is that fire doing? How long was the exposure? I'm very curious. Endless maze. Oh my god, I don't like it. I mean, definitely worthy of a whoa type of moment, but I don't know, it just kind of fills me with an existential dread. Can you imagine being put in a maze that you'll never find your way out of? It's like being stuck in the back rooms. What can you do? A drop of milk hitting coffee. No, that's a deep sea creature. You're trying to mess with me. And you know what? It's not gonna work, man. Neon Rose B2 by Victor Moscoso, 1967. All right? Ooh. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. Not really my aesthetic by any means, but I think it's pretty neat. Nebraska sold 92,003 tickets to a college volleyball game tonight. What? A volleyball game? Holy sh**. That stadium can hold 93,000 people. That has got to be one of the biggest stadiums ever. Maybe most of those ticket holders didn't show up, but the biggest stadium I've ever been can only hold like 25,000 people. This is crazy. Is that number correct? Why and how? That is so funny, man. Quest item, oil on canvas. Ooh, what's the name of the item though? And also, what's the name of this horrifying lake and sharp forest? What should we call that as well? Down in the comments, we should give them all some names. Looks like you might need some buffs or special armor to get to it. Ain't that the truth? Holy Isle. Ooh, beautiful photo. Holy crap. That's the type of photo that you snap really quickly with a point and shoot, and when you're looking at it later, even your photography buddies are like, dude, how'd you get that one? It's so good. Life and death. Oil on canvas. Life and death? I don't see any death in this image. I do like it though. It's a very, very well done painting. Also, is that God? Is that God in the sky right there, looking like Slender Man with all the slender babies down below? A is for Apple by The Fool, 1968. God dang. You know, drives me crazy to see how talented some people are out there. Like, sheesh, again, not really my aesthetic or anything like that. I'm not super drawn to it, but it is executed so well. Holy crap. Dark and light drawing each other by Night Growler. Now that's a great name. I love it. Yeah, I feel like I've seen similar visuals and things before. I'm no art critic, mind you, okay? I know nothing of, I guess, what you would call just not standard art. You know, when I think art, I think paintings, right? Even though art is an all-encompassing term, the first thing I think of is a painting, right? So I'm no critic by any means. Ooh, oh, beautiful. I love this. This is cool. This one's really nice. New painting I'm working on. Ooh, okay, let's zoom in. We're gonna have to not scrutinize, but really get in there. Ooh, what would you call this? Geometric, oh, come on, I can think of a word. Geometric bliss? There you go. There's your title, or your name. That is really, really cool looking, though. I hope we get to see what it looks like when it's finished one day. Why do I hear the GameCube music in my head? What's OP painting with? Paint? Come on. Recent painting I'm trying to take you in. The Path Less Traveled by Dream Small, Act Big. All right. I love that. I'm a big fan of Japanese architecture. I'm hoping that is what I'm looking at. If not, it's very reminiscent for me. I'm not too smart, okay? I ain't learned. I do my best, but I think my favorite part about this is the little checkered doorway that the gate is sitting in. It's really cool. Astronaut. Oil by, I'm sorry, some of these I'm not going to be able to do. I'm sorry. We'll just keep the name up. Okay, this is trippy. This is the kind of thing you have on your wall if you trip acid a lot, and it will start moving. You might even be able to talk to the astronaut. I combined 400 drone photos of a remote Mediterranean beach to create this mind-blowing 2 gigabyte photo. All right, let's see what we got. Holy cow. That is one complete goddamn image. The colors and gradients in the beach, that's some of the most beautiful shit I've ever seen. I mean, it gets kind of patchy when you go out farther. I mean, I guess that's just what happens when you combine so many images together, but it looks painted. It's so goddamn pretty. This is an actual barcode created by AI as a piece of art. Scan it if you don't believe me. What do you mean, scan it? What am I supposed to be able to take out my phone and scan this image? Because that's not how that works. Oh, man, do I need a barcode app? Fan art dedicated to the Pink Floyd album Animals, which talks about the animals of society with the unquestioning sheep, the abusive and power-hungry dogs, and the greedy pigs at the top holding all of the power. It's really cool, but you know, while this visual metaphor is not lost on me, I'm not a big fan of the whole sheep thing at all. I don't really like that, mainly because it's used by people that fit the description of the sheep a little bit more to shit on everybody, just everybody. You know, that type of person, the type of person that uses woke unironically, like with all sincerity. I do think this is really great, though. This is really cool. Happy Field, my oil painting. Let's take a look. Ooh, I'm a sucker for paintings that look like this. I don't know why. It almost looks, I know that's probably the night sky, but it almost looks texturally like a giant waterfall. Like there's this big, beautifully lit waterfall, and this is a secret in a video game we've discovered. This little poppy field behind the Great Falls. I don't know why I'm having a great time looking at these paintings, because when I describe them, I'm like regurgitating exactly what you are looking at, like I'm a toddler. I feel like a toddler looking at these, which you'd think I'd be ashamed of, but no. It's art, and it's evoking certain emotions that are bringing me back to childhood bliss. You know, you should be, I guess, thrilled that I'm able to jump back into that old mindset, I suppose. Such a curious world we live in. I took this picture last year at the Winter Light Festival in Portland, Oregon. Alright, let's see here. It is kinda hard to make out exactly what I'm looking at. Oh, okay, wait, so you're up at the top, you took a picture, it's this giant mirror contraption like you'd see at a Meow Wolf. What is this orb? This orb you are pondering, or your friend is pondering. It's a very dark photo. It's quite hard to make out a lot of the detail, but it is cool. This one's pretty neat. This feels, hold on. I feel like this style has a name. Like, maybe it's named after the artist. I know that happens a lot when someone really nails down a style that other people sort of emulate, but when I see the squiggly lines and the swirls, I'm taken back to a very specific set of images in my mind. Juicy Apples, my oil painting which I made. I hope you enjoy. Well, oh my god, I love what you're doing around the juicy apples in very clear focus here. It's really cool distortion. I don't know how you people do this. It's also crazy seeing the process of getting it going. My friend Evie is fantastic as a painter, and I've been trying to convince her to open up an Etsy shop for a very, very long time. I hope she does, because, I mean, y'all that can paint really well, you blow my mind. I can't draw with anything, and you can take goopy dye and make beautiful pieces of art. Forelimb of the cosmic apid? What in the world am I looking at? You know what? It doesn't matter. It's a giant insect leg in space. That's all we need to know. Limerence by me? Is that how you say that? Oh, okay. I'm liking the color palette here. I'm trying to use words that make me sound smart. I'm basically become Sniper Wolf when I'm looking at high art, okay? Once the memes are gone and I can't get angry and scream at people anymore, that's all I am. Someone that doesn't say anything of value. Ribbon World / World of Inspiration by me. Is this, really quick, is this subreddit dedicated to paintings? I've seen like some photographs and stuff, but I always figured Woahdude would be a little bit more encompassing than images and paintings, but I guess if that's what it's made for, that's what it's made for. I've never visited this place before, but maybe I should do it more often. Anyway, let's take a look at your painting. Holy crap, it almost looks out of focus. How the hell did you do that? No, seriously, I don't understand the techniques that go into making a three-dimensional orb with focus. How the hell? Lost on the Road, a painting by me, John Speaker and Sean McLeod. Or Sean McLeod? Oh god, yeah. It's like I walked into an atmosphere in a mall in 2002. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Good god, the detail in this is insane. It's like Lord of the Rings, but instead of a black rider looking over the trees, what would you call it? The root. Wow, see, I am always at a loss for words. I forgot the word root. Is that what we're looking at here? here. I see the hobbits and their mushrooms. And is that supposed to be Gandalf, but the sleepy version? Other Worlds, part what, 25? Oil painting I've done in 2023. Okay, let's see. God damn it. How in the world? You know what this one is giving me vibes of, and I don't really know why, because it's not super close by any means to the game, but Control? Maybe it's the color palette. Control feels very red, orange, magenta, maroon, whatever you want to call it, black, white, I don't know. Maybe it's the colors that are evoking that. Also, if I got all of those colors incorrect for what I'm seeing, I am colorblind. I can only apologize for that so many times. Maya calendar glyphs for September 18th, 3110 BC. All right, BC. Let's take a look. Okie dokie. You know, they really had some cool logo design going on back in the Mayan calendar creating days, okay? Also, didn't we think the reason the world was going to end in 2012, wasn't it because the Mayan calendar was going to run out? And by run out, I mean, it ends. They ran out of days. They forgot how to keep counting. Wasn't that the collapse of the civilization? Or am I thinking of something completely different? Again, I'm not learned. I'm sorry. I've made an image of Seraphim, that is how you say it, right? Inscribing on flaming feathers word holy in all languages I've found except 2, okay? So you've got a biblically accurate angel. Be not afraid. Can you imagine looking like that and telling someone be not afraid? At least they open with, dude, chill. Wait, I know, I get it. But come on. I do have to say, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The biblically accurate angels are probably the single coolest thing to ever come out of the Bible or any religious text. It's so cool to me, man. And hopefully one day I get to see one right before they chuck me down to hell. Sunset over Los Angeles. Ooh, now that is pretty, okay? Los Angeles gets dogged on a lot for very valid reasons, but that is a hell of a sunset. Shit's getting weird. Hey, now, wait just a minute. What are you attached to the ceiling with? Do you have... You know what? Maybe it's best I don't know. I'm not sure how to say that title, but Illustrator and Photoshop. Okay, I have used Illustrator and Photoshop. Ooh, baby. See, I feel like we've seen a few things like this. I always try to give these styles a name. I'm so used to, this style is this. Like on my arm, I have what is called the Memphis pattern. And the armband I have, like my tattoos, I'm talking about those. On my left arm, it's the Solo Cup or Jazz logo. So I always try to think of a style name. There are many variations, but nonetheless, it just kind of helps me say more about it. Because again, I'm not here to critique or anything. I'm here to go, whoa, dude. And obviously, I'm not going to say, whoa, dude, for every single one of these, right? Drifting through. Oh, God, drifting through what? Is this a section of the back rooms as well? Liminal spaces, I found. I don't think that's a liminal space. I think something's trying to puncture the cloud layer. Like a Titan, maybe? Good lord. Do these count as liminal spaces? Maybe to me, all my liminal space feelings come from, architecture. Like man-made rooms and buildings and stuff like that. So when it comes to stuff in the outdoors, I don't really feel the same way. Never mind, I just moved forward one image. And I do have to say, the emotion that is being evoked by this one is scaring the living hell out of me. I love this image. It is so cool, and I don't know, I can't really describe it. This makes me think of David Lynch. This makes me feel Twin Peaks. This makes me feel Silent Hill. The edges of the map are disappearing. The edges of the map are not rendered. You are not on Earth right now. You are not in our dimension. And as someone who is completely stupid, I do have some dumb beliefs about interdimensional crap. We definitely had some stuff slip through the cracks now and then. There are 2 songs that I know of that I have downloaded. One of them's very famous. The other, I will never tell you about on purpose, that are songs that cannot be credited to anybody. No one has figured out who made them or where they came from. They just appeared on a radio station one day. And that's all there is to it. That is what this image is making me feel. Sorry, I know the timer's out. It's really cool. See, there you go. Something that got me. Something that really got me. Okay, I have seen the weird, scary UPS truck picture. Wasn't this in California during mega wildfires? The eyes of a common jumping spider. Good God, how zoomed in are we? Is this an image or did someone paint this? I don't like his little Ugh, why is he looking at me like that? Stop. My newest blacklight drawing. Spiritual Sauron. Oh, baby. Okay, I dig it. I absolutely dig it. I painted this double skull the other day. Double skull. Oh, that's not what I was expecting when you said double skull, but I like it. I can dig it. That's really cool. Is it spray paint? 100%. Even the weird glow in the dark. Okay, and spray paint, like graffiti as sort of a style, so goddamn cool. The ice is staring at us. Trippy. The ice is what? Oh, I don't like that one bit. Some of these creep me out. This picture simulates what happens when you're having a stroke. Everything looks familiar, but you can't identify anything. Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of these. It does evoke a serious sense of, well, not deja vu, but yeah, everything here feels like things I've been in rooms with before. Or it makes me think, like, first thing, visiting my grandparents' house. That's what I think immediately when looking at this image. I hope I don't ever experience that. Oh, look at this. This is not a stroke simulation image. It's an art breeder image. Solar Sands on YouTube has a great video about it if you're curious. Okay, yeah, so that was misinformation. So, not a stroke simulation image, but something that still evokes pretty strong memories nonetheless. Sunrise on the fishing lake, watercolor on paper, 2023. Okay. Now this is making me think of books I used to read as a kid, like big picture books. That art is great. Beautiful style. Thank you. Melted Again by Larry Carlson. Ooh, why are you melting though? Don't do that. Maybe you should cool off. That way you won't melt. Meowtendo. Meow what now? Oh, you never know when inspiration is gonna strike. And I don't know what inspired you, but I think the product is pretty good. Interior Vortex. Oh no, not another one of these. Please no, let me out of this hell. The Eye of Nature. Where the hell is this? Oh, I thought this was an aerial photo. You see, guys, it's very late. I'm dumb. These Mammatus clouds, is it Mammatus, I think? I don't know. Doesn't that mean that a tornado is very close? Or probably going to happen soon? Probably not even close, but still, you know. One of the many fractal images I've made over the period of 3 years. Fractals did always freak me out. I don't like what fractals do to my eyes. 4 people toasting. Wait, you got me. You did get me. Okay, gotcha. Trippy art to trip 2. No, see, there's a lot of art that definitely was created with that purpose in mind, but it seems almost nefarious. It seems like the idea that you're gonna get from looking at this is a bad trip. I have zero interest in ever experiencing a bad one. Like, look at this guy. His head's getting smoothed out. This looks like a giant torture device. No f***ing thank you. This one's cool, though. I like this one a lot. It's actually a spiral if you look closely. Look closelier. Wizard, ink and acrylic painting. Oh, hey! Black and white. I like it. A beautiful note to end on, if I do say so myself. And I do.